Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'll be checking out two stories, I think, two or three, I don't know. I think they're true, maybe. He ate my dog, breastfed at 16. These breastfed at 16 is insane. Actually, I'm gonna watch this one.
Hey, I'm Chris, and I've always been very close with my mom. I guess it's because my dad
Yeah,
left
really
us when I was
close.
a baby.
Not at all.
Ever since, our favorite activity was her breastfeeding me. But on my 10th
This guy's
birthday,
sucking on a
she
invisible
asked me
nipple,
if I
dude.
wanted to stop doing it. I was shocked and started crying because I loved drinking my mom's milk. It tastes much better than cow milk because even though it starts off a bit watery, after a few seconds it gets really creamy. Yuck!
After a few seconds, it's watery, but then it gets creamy. What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
That's why I told her I would never stop drinking her milk. And to this day, every morning and every evening, my mom comes into my room to breastfeed me.
Oh, that's nasty.
I actually didn't know it was strange to be breastfed as a teenager because my mom homeschooled me until 8th grade. After that, I went to a public school, and when I asked one of my classmates if he'd rather drink milk from a cow or from his mom, he started laughing because he thought I was making a joke. But I don't think it's something to laugh about. I mean, what's wrong about being breastfed as a teenager? It tastes amazing. There are lots of health benefits, and I have a really close relationship.
Why the fuck? Why is she smiling like that? She's smiling like a cartoon character. Well, I mean, she kind of is a cartoon character, but I'm gonna shut up. Hold up. Let's go back. Breastfeeding benefits: strong immunity, lower risk of allergies, optimal brain development, lower risk of obesity, protected against respiratory infection. I need to be fucking getting. I was gonna say I need to be breastfed, but I don't think that's a really good thing to say in front of thousands of people. I mean, like the 3 people that are gonna watch this, it's not a good look,
The only thing I wish is that my mom was less overprotective and less involved in my life. I often feel like I'm living in a bubble. Like, she won't let me play soccer with my classmates because she is worried about me being injured. And when I meet up with friends at a mall, she wears a wig and follows us wherever we go.
What?
To make sure I'm safe. It's super annoying, but most of the time, she doesn't allow me to go outside at all. She says it's for my own safety, but I think she's just jealous when I'm hanging out with my friends because she doesn't have any friends herself.
Damn. That's fucked up. That's your mom, dude. I mean, do you know what's more fucked up? Being breastfed by your own mom at 16.
If I should ever get a girlfriend, my mom would probably go crazy and try to destroy our relationship, because I don't think she could handle sharing her son with another woman. But isn't it a normal part of life to become independent of your parents? To move out and start your own life and your own family? But as soon as I go to college, I will move out of her place. I haven't told her yet, but I already made the decision. Her style of parenting already made me become the weird kid in school. Because whenever something happens that I don't like, I just start crying or screaming. Like one time a classmate of mine took a potato from my plate and ate it. He knew I would get upset about it, but he probably didn't expect what I did next.
He called his mom and he said, "Come breastfeed me right now."
I got so mad that I threw the rest of my plate into his face, and then I started screaming as loud as I could in the middle of our cafeteria.
Oh, he's crashing out.
It took me a few seconds to realize that I had embarrassed myself in front of my whole school. It was the most pathetic moment in my life.
Yeah, this guy
And
should
now
kill
everybody
himself.
thinks that I'm a complete weirdo. I actually blame my mom for me being so immature. She homeschooled me until I was 14, and I never had any other kids to play with, so I never learned the rules of how to interact with other people. I guess she is scared of losing me and wants me to stay mature, so that I'll never move out of her home. That's why I recently told her I wanted to join the military once I turned 18. I was just joking, but she almost had a heart attack and started begging me not to do it. She said it's too dangerous for a little boy like me. I got angry and wanted to tell her I'm not a little boy anymore, but then she offered me to play hide and seek again, just like in the old times. It's a game where my mom hides somewhere inside our house, and once I find her, I can drink her milk as a reward.
What? Ew. What is wrong with this guy? I found you, mom. Now give me those fucking titties. Oh my god. Bro, this guy is disgusting. This is actually disgusting. What the fuck is wrong with this guy,
We
bro?
hadn't played this game in years, so I got really excited, and we ended up playing for hours.
Oh,
It felt so
they played for hours. That's disgusting, bro.
but afterward,
Yeah.
I realized my mom had tricked me into being a little boy again. It's all a part of her selfish plan to keep me immature. Anyways, for the next 2 years, I will continue to live with my mom, and I'm not planning to stop breastfeeding anytime soon. I simply enjoy it too much. My mom.
Even that guy in the background is fucking shocked on what's happening. Girl, a man being breastfed? Are you serious?
I simply enjoy it too much. But I do know that at some point, I need to grow up and become independent of my mom. Because right now, I'm a pathetic weasel that can't even take care of himself. So if I ever want to have a wife and kids, I first need to become a mature and reliable man. Anyways, thank you for listening to my story, and please subscribe to this channel.
Fuck this guy. Alright, the next video I'm gonna watch is I had plastic surgery to seduce a man. Um, I have no words for this title.
Hey, my name is Miranda, and I want to tell you why I got plastic surgery and whether it helped me win over my dream guy Jordan or not. It all started when I was a teenager. My Latina mom always told me I looked ugly because I didn't have a big butt or big breasts.
What?
She said I couldn't compete with the other girls unless I got plastic surgery. Well, it was easy for her to criticize me because she was born very curvy, and even in her 50s, guys couldn't stop staring at her. Her words made me feel very insecure about my looks, but she was right. The guys at my high school weren't really interested in me. Especially my crush Jordan was completely ignoring me. He was without a doubt the most handsome and popular guy in our school.
He looks
And
like
I
Kurt
always
Cobain,
wondered
but
if
not
he'd be
really.
interested in dating me if I got bigger butt and bigger breasts. Well, for my 18th birthday, my mom gifted me a butt implant surgery. The operation was
What the
brutal.
fuck? Dude, who the fuck does that? Who gives their own daughter a fucking plastic surgery? Wait, how old is she turning? Hold up.
My mom gifted me a
Okay,
butt
18, 18. If she was like 15, that would be super weird, but it's still super fucking weird that she's giving her daughter a plastic hold on, what the fuck even is this? A butt implant surgery. I didn't even know that existed, I'm gonna be honest. I thought like it was like a BBL, Brazilian butt lifting. I thought that shit was a sport. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was a sport. But I don't know what I'm watching, dude. We got 4 minutes of this.
operation was brutal, but wow. After the operation, when I saw my ass, I was shocked. It was so much bigger than I had expected. And when my mom saw it, she started jumping up and down, screaming and cheering. And for the first time in my life, she told me I looked good. I didn't want to hide my ass from the world, so the first thing I did was upload a picture of my ass onto Instagram. Of course, my friends were all shocked and wrote,
What the fuck?
"What the hell happened?" I hoped they would be
Unbelievable.
supportive, but when we met up, they all made fun of me and said I would do anything to get attention from guys. It hurt to hear them say that, and since then we haven't talked to each other. I realized that if my friends didn't support my decision, then they weren't my real friends to begin with. I continued to upload photos of my butt, and in just over 3 months, I gained 10,000 Instagram followers.
Whoa,
My mom told me I
I
could
think Loki, I might start taking pictures of my ass and start posting them. I'm a minor, so can't really do that. But when I turn 18, OnlyFans coming soon. Trust. Okay, I shouldn't be saying that. I'm sorry.
become famous and that I needed my breast done next. She even paid for it again. After my
What is
breast
wrong with this
enlargement
mom?
surgery, every guy stared at me, no matter
Is that Jeffrey from Class of '09? And that's Kurt Cobain in the background too. What is this multiverse? We got Jeffrey from Class of '09 and Kurt Cobain. Damn.
where I went. I probably looked a bit over the top, to be honest. But luckily, I live near Hollywood, where many women have breast and butt operations, so I don't stand out too much. And finally, I felt attractive enough to contact my longtime crush Jordan on Instagram. He responded to me immediately, and after a few days of chatting, we had our first date. At first, he couldn't believe we had gone to the same high school. He said he had never noticed me, so I had to tell him about my butt and breast surgery. Luckily, he didn't mind. He accepted
Nice
me for who
ass.
I was, and we
Okay,
officially
I'm
started
sorry.
dating. However, it was the worst relationship you could ever imagine. He treated
Oh.
me like an object, and talked to all his friends about my butt and my body even when I was right next to him. Knowing that he was only with me for my body made me feel extremely insecure about myself. I was always scared he would.
Yeah, I'm not gonna keep watching this. More of the story, don't get ass and tit implants. Next one. I don't know what's the next one, but I'm gonna find one. All right, this next story is gonna be I'm pregnant with the wrong baby. As you can see, this guy is white and the baby's black. So
The biggest mistake of my life was dating my classmate, Miley. One time she told me, "Sorry, but I forgot to close the front door yesterday. Your dog ran away." What? Why didn't you tell me that earlier? Oh, relax. You didn't even notice he was gone, so just forget about him. Well, Miley had never worked a day in her life. She only cared about Instagram and shopping. Maybe that's why she dated me. I had a $300,000 salary, and I kind of
Ooh,
enjoyed
businessman
funding my
over here.
lifestyle. It made me feel like I was her daddy. She said,
what?
"Look at the dress I bought today. It's from Gucci." How much did it cost? Oh, I didn't look at the price tag. You have to check your credit card bill. Deep down, I probably knew she was a gold digger. But on our wedding day, I said, "You are the love of my life. So I decided to pay for your college degree if you want one." Oh my God, yes, thank you. I will study very hard and get good grades. But that never happened. Instead of going to classes, she went shopping at designer boutiques. That's how we got $20,000 into debt. I should have set boundaries, but instead, I just told myself to get another promotion at work so I could better afford her expensive lifestyle. I put 70 hours a week into my job, but she still complained, saying, "Why are you so boring? Why can't you be cool and funny like other guys?" And maybe she was right.
Damn.
I didn't have the best sense of humor, so I signed up for comedy classes and tried to become funnier. But when she found out about my new hobby,
This guy should be
she
funny
said,
like me.
"Oh, I hope no one finds out my husband isn't funny and needs to take comedy classes. That's so embarrassing."
This guy
I
should
was
shoot his
never good
wife.
enough for her. But when we went to Hawaii for our honeymoon, she developed a crush on our super handsome tour guide. I love surfing in the ocean. It's my passion. Wow, I bet you have many girls running after you. Sure, but I only choose the prettiest. They kept flirting for 2 hours, even though this was my honeymoon. I was furious. And then the tour guide said to me, "Be careful, I won't steal your girl. You have to step up your game, or she will sleep in my bed tonight." I was glad
Damn.
when it was over, but Miley kept complaining. "Why can't you be like the tour guide? He was so funny and interesting." Well,
Guys,
2
if
weeks
your
later,
girlfriend is like
my
that, you
mom
should
got
just
very
dip.
sick.
Dip
I
and
wanted
kill
to
yourself.
move in with her as support, but Miley said, "No, I want you to stay here with me and treat me like I'm the only woman in the world. Forget about your mom." "But
What?
she needs my help." "Oh, stop it. Get her a caretaker and everything will be fine." However, I could only afford a part-time caretaker. So
Watch
when
his
my
mom
went
die.
to the bathroom at night, she fell and
Oh.
broke her leg. She was in extreme pain until her caretaker found her the next morning. I knew this
Yeah,
was
it's
all
GG's
Miley's
for your
fault.
mom, dude. I'm
I
sorry.
wanted to dump her, but I was too
GG's.
afraid and put it off. Then a week later, she told me she was pregnant. And for some strange reason, that changed her. Suddenly, she treated me like a king. "You look great today." "Really? I've gained some weight." "To me, you are perfect. I love you just the way you are." Why was she suddenly so nice to me? I
Because she
concluded that
got
being pregnant
pegged,
made
dude,
her
by
more
some guy, bro.
family-oriented. But oh boy, was I wrong about that. When the baby arrived, he was the wrong color. Obviously, Miley had cheated on me with a black guy. I was too embarrassed to confront her at the hospital, so I waited for her at home.
Oh, damn.
She came and said, "I'm sorry. I made a big mistake, and I understand that you were mad at me." Why didn't you tell me earlier about your mistake? Because it's stupid, and I thought the baby might be yours. So how did it happen? You were at one of your stupid comedy classes while I went to a college party. I got drunk and there was this guy and it happened. So you were pregnant and didn't know whose baby it was? I had no idea, and it was terrible not knowing, but I couldn't tell you in case you got mad. Enough! Get out of here!
Oh.
I'm done with you.
Oh
But
my
babe,
god.
Don't I deserve a second chance? Why?
Oh, he's
Because you
strangling
look
her.
hot?
Oh
Because
my
you have
god.
big breasts? I don't care anymore. You can't expect me to raise
My
the
nipples are
child of
hard
another
right
man.
now. Jesus.
And what if I get pregnant again, and this time it's your child? Get out!
Oh
Fine then,
my
divorce me. I'm
God.
married to you and own half of this house. I'm gonna stay. She was such a devil. But suddenly I felt
Oh, she
grateful
looks
because if
scary.
Miley had gotten pregnant by a white guy, I would have never found out that it wasn't my child. And at the divorce court, I was rewarded the whole house because I had bought it before our marriage. That's when she screamed. I hope you and your mother both die
Oh
and
my
burn
God.
in hell! Can you imagine she had the audacity to come and knock on my door? Please help me and my child. We need shelter. It was raining, and I would have let her in, but I was too afraid she would get violent and stab me with a knife or something. So I just let her stand in the rain. And it turns out that the father of the child wants nothing to do with Miley either.
Damn.
So she had to find a new guy she could exploit. But I
IrishFriends.com.
still
I
wasn't
love that
done with her.
website.
So I figured out who her new boyfriend was and met up with him. I said, "Did you know that Miley and I were married until I found out that she got pregnant by another man?" He was shocked. Of course, Miley hadn't told him about it. The guy broke up with her the same week and
My
sent me a
God.
text saying,
Her downfall is
"Thank you
insane.
for saving my life." But the real
And
victim
that's how he sounded? This guy sounds like SpongeBob. He sounds like Squidward. Good for him,
Miley's
though.
poor son. With a mom like his, he's been dealt some bad cards in life.
Alright, anyways, guys, all these videos came from Share My Story, Honey Entertainment. If you guys want another part of me just reacting to these videos and saying nothing and just pausing at random times and just saying random shit, give me one like. But all credit goes to this channel right here. They do pretty good animations, and their stories are pretty pretty weird, like the ones we just saw. I got pregnant with the wrong baby. I got breastfed by my mom until 16. I mean, stories like that. These guys are interesting, but all credit goes to these guys. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good night. Have a good day. Whatever. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think. Yeah, tomorrow. All right. Anyways, yeah. See ya.